Hey guys, it's Fonzie here with DipYourCar.com. Now, if you've been following our Facebook page, you've seen us post and share a bunch of pictures lately that have a camo-themed dip job on them. Now, this camo theme has been picking up a lot of steam lately, and with that, obviously, we get a lot of requests to do a camo-themed video. So today is the day. We've got the USP Motorsports Festival of Power and Shine coming up at the end of the week. We want to get some new and exciting dip jobs out there for everyone to see. So we're going to take Bennett's GTI. Right now, it's got that DYC navy blue on it. So we're going to do a navy blue base with gunmetal gray and charcoal gray camo spots over it. So it'll be a navy blue, light gray, dark gray camo theme. Now, want to put some respect out there where it's due. My buddy Gabe from the Dust Bowl Rally over 2 years ago did the first camo themed dip job, and also a shout out to Jeremy at SSP, Southside Performance. His Camo GTR is going to be a really big inspiration for the exact theme that we're doing on Bennett's GTI. So we're going to do the first DYC camo dip job, show you guys the tips and tricks and the steps that we take to do it, and we're going to use some special tools to help us along the way. Fonzie from Dip Your Car, enjoy the video. Alright guys, now there's two different tools that we're going to use on this project to make it a lot easier and a lot more efficient. Now remember, we're going to be using spray cans to cover large areas of the car for these camo spots. The first thing we're going to do to make a huge impact is use the dip nozzle. This is an actuator that can replace the stock actuator or spray tip on Plasti Dip aerosol cans. It puts out twice as much product, and the spray fan is about twice as high. So considering we're going to be covering large flat areas, this is going to make a huge impact. The second thing is the Dip Your Car spray trigger, and this actually works and pairs really well with the dip nozzle. And this is going to be something that whenever you're using spray cans for an extended period of time, or you're going to be using them to cover large areas, this again can make the project go a lot faster and a lot smoother. So with these two together, and they're both available obviously at DipYourCar.com, with these two together, we're hoping that we can get the best and quickest results possible with this project. Now we're going to show you the taping and masking techniques we're going to use for our camo pattern. Okay guys, I'm going to walk you through the masking and the stenciling side that we're going through right now. And the process is basically what we started with is we had Jared from Dip Your Car, he's our media manager. He took a picture of Bennett's GTI. And what he did is he did kind of a rendering of the camo pattern that we want to do on the car. Now you could do something like that if you don't have the capabilities of it. You could take a picture and draw over it, or you can just kind of freestyle the design, whatever your preference is. But what I'm going to do is use that as a guideline, and we're going to be working on this section right here. And what you want to do is you got to remember, as you're putting the tape down, you're actually putting down and focusing on the inside line of the design. That'll give you a better idea of where to put the tape and where to kind of keep track. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build this shape with the inside line of the tape. And something that's very important is I'm going over this little trim piece right here. So when I put the tape down, I need to make sure that it doesn't float over that edge, that I dig it down really deep into that edge right there, or else when it's time to mask and pull the tape, it's not going to be a sharp line, it's going to be kind of a soft line there. I'm going to connect these last two. Now that's the inside of my shape. Now what I'm going to do is put a couple more layers of tape on the outside and then utilize the tape and drape to mask off the entire part of the car. Because what we don't want to do is mask off these really cool shapes and then for the base part of the car that's navy blue, have dusting of gunmetal gray or charcoal on it. Alright guys, we're going to use the tape and drape now, which is basically plastic with some tape attached to the top of it, and we're going to follow the lines that we made with the tape. And just kind of follow each line and then trim the excess. And then you're going to pull that plastic down and mask off the body of the car. All right, now just keep going around and following the lines. and do that all the way around the shape to the only thing is exposed is the inside of the shape. Okay, we've got everything masked off around the shape. The only thing that's exposed is the inside line of the shape, and we're paying close attention to this area with the trim. I've got the gunmetal gray on the spray trigger and the dip nozzle, and it shook it up real well. So we're gonna go ahead and put our first coat on. I'm just gonna look for 50% overlaps. Just try to get this weird shape covered as best I can for the first coat. All right, that's the first coat. We're gonna leave everything exactly where it is. After our second coat, we're gonna peel the tape around the inside of the edge while the second coat is still wet, but we're gonna let the first coat dry completely. Okay, now the first coat's completely dry, and what we're gonna do is put our second coat on. Now what's really important is as soon as we're done putting the second coat on, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start peeling the edge work around it. That way, we're gonna peel the edge of the tape up before the Plasti Dip dries, so we'll get a nice clean edge all the way around. Okay, I've released the edge work of all the tape, so now the shape is exactly the way we want it. It's going to stay just like that and dry just like that. I'm going to let it dry and then remove all of the masking around it and move on to our next shape. All right guys, this is our finished product with our camo job. Now, first and foremost, this was a tutorial video. This was just to show you tips and tricks and methods to use if this is the theme that you want to do on your car. We're not saying that this is what your camo dip job should look like when you're done. This was just our preference and the way we wanted to do it. You can obviously use any color as a base coat, any colors for your theme. You can use 2 colors for your camo spots, 3 colors, 4 colors, just go crazy with it. We really hope that this video helped you figure out how to do the theme and how to do the project. We're gonna let the camera go around. It's Fonzie from Dip Your Car. Everything you've seen today, the dip nozzle, the spray trigger, all the Plasti Dip spray, the tape and drape that we used, and the tape is all available at DipYourCar.com. If you have any questions, customer service at Dip Your Car. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and everywhere else to see the new trends and what's new in the dip world. See you on the next video.